Oh snap, yep, that's right. It's that time again, ladies and gents. It's time for the show. I'm your host, Shanghai Pete, your good buddy in the mix. It is a brisk March evening here in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and we are live and alive. It is another weekend for tragedies, so we better hurry along and get deep inside right away. For those of you that enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. And if you are truly out of your goddamn mind, tip us on Patreon or by becoming a member of the channel. Links are down below. Not too much to talk about for the last few days, so instead of a quick recap of the week, tonight we are going to revisit one of our favorite segments. Sometimes there's good stuff. Today's good stuff concerns some RPGs, role-playing games, if you will. It has been an excellent time, shockingly enough, for RPGs recently. Now, I'm sure you don't need me to point this first one out, but I'm going to anyway. Metaphor. If you haven't played it, you gotta. Maybe the pinnacle of Atlas JRPG design here. You've got traditional class combos, bits of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. Y'all cannot miss this one. It's super sick. Next is one that I was admittedly, perhaps shamefully, skeptical of, but I have since been shown the folly of my ways. Fantasian Neo Dimension. Originally, I was ready to brush this one aside because, despite being made by the legends at Mistwalker, Sakaguchi, and Uematsu, it started life as a mobile game on Apple Arcade. Blech. Right. Boy, was I wrong, though. What we have here is kind of like the long-lost cousin of FF4, 6, and 9, maybe. The basic combat is great, the simple but fun story also great, the art style, dioramas, and music also very unique, top tier, and the quaint storybook style is so reminiscent of Final Fantasy IX that the nostalgia alone is almost enough to justify playing it. The gimmicks, like how you can save up enemy encounters to fight them all at once in some bizarre PS2 menu screen type thing, it's cool, but it's irrelevant next to all the other reasons to play this gem. Don't pass it up. It's probably the closest thing we'll get to an actual Final Fantasy game for God knows how long, maybe forever. Next, in the same 6-month period, we also got the absolutely incredible Dragon Quest III Remake, so of course, do not sleep on that one. We also got a remaster of one of the last great Tales games, at least in my opinion, Tales of Grace's F. It's not one of my favorites, but it definitely is one of the last of the so-called old-style Tales games, which I happen to prefer. Regardless of your Tales preference, it is great to see this classic no longer trapped on the likes of the goddamn PlayStation 3. Lastly, just this past week, we got remasters of another set of classics, Suikoden 1 and 2, some of the original recruit a shit ton of characters JRPGs. Originally for the PlayStation, I feel like they put a port of it on the PS2 at some point, I forget. Regardless though, a lot of these games indeed have not been seen outside their original launch systems in quite some time, so now is a great time to check them out. It's a great time for JRPGs in general, actually, which I love. Maybe someone should tell that to Square Enix and whoever is making the next Final Fantasy game. Yikes. Moving on, for our main story tonight, I've got more bad news. That's part of why I wanted to start tonight's episode off with something positive because, well, we've had quite a few episodes covering bad news over the past couple weeks, and tonight, sadly, no different. Like Dragon Age, WB Game Studios, Monolith, and indeed so many others, Discord is also on its way out. That's right, say goodbye to Discord. Put another notch on the bedpost, it is donezo. Another loss for consumers and another win for corpos. It is my somber duty to inform you that Discord is about to go public. And thus, naturally, as a consequence, we all know what that means, is also about to be driven 27 floors straight into the basement by new greed-blind corporate masters. Here's the story from Kotaku. Let's take a look. Entitled, aptly, Prepare for Discord to Get Way Worse. The video game chat platform is reportedly exploring a Wall Street IPO, aka the death knell for pretty much anything cool. Discord has become a central artery for gaming and grooming Discord kittens. It's the default place for companies to build communities around their games and for the people who play them to hang out with one another, coordinate gaming sessions, or just shoot the shit about whatever's going on in life. It's one of the least crappy social media platforms out there right now, but it might not stay that way for long. is Discord really a social media platform? I feel like social media platforms usually are defined by how they're centered on you personally and making you feel like you're some sort of special snowflake, whereas Discord just seems more like a chat program to me. Am I naive in that? I don't know. Leave in the comments below if you think I'm stupid or naive for thinking that. Anyway, the New York Times reports that Discord's founders are meeting with investment bankers in preparation for a possible IPO as early as this year. While plans can always change, what that means right now is that the meeting place for 200+ million monthly users, Jesus, that is a lot, over 90% of whom use it for gaming, is exploring going from a private company to a public one ruled by the founding principle of the stock market and capitalism, kids, don't forget that. Number must go up. Yeah, it's not just the stock market, it's our entire economic way of life, okay? So let's be clear about that. We understand there is a lot of interest around Discord's future plans, but we do not comment on rumors or speculation, a spokesperson for the company very helpfully told the New York Times. Our focus remains on delivering the best possible experience for users and building a strong, sustainable business. Right. I wonder which of those two gets the priority, Discord was released in 2015 by founders Jason Citron and Stanislav Vishnevsky after shipping a MOBA Royale on iPad called Fates Forever in 2014 that never took off. Gee, I wonder why that is. They pivoted to making a communications platform for online gamers. Online games were exploding at the time, and the tools for communicating in them were pretty bad. I'm sure I'm not the only person that remembers trying to set up a Ventrilo server for my WoW guild like way back in the before times. Discord filled the void when it came to coordinating raids in Final Fantasy XIV or ganks in Dota 2. It eventually became a one-stop shop for gaming conversations online, offering alternative to boring, stilted workplace productivity tools like Skype and Slack, as well as archaic gaming forums and fire-hosed social media platforms like Reddit and Twitter. Indeed. Discord is now fully integrated on Xbox Series X. Really? Shit, I had no idea. Actually, to be honest, I don't know if I've owned an Xbox since like 2013. I still have like a bunch of modded 360s lying around somewhere downstairs, but I think that's it. Anyway, Discord is now fully integrated on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, PS5, PS5 too, really? Just shows you how much I use that shit. And serves as a better solution to Nintendo Switch's terrible voice chat. Well, if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Nintendo Switch's voice chat app, if it could even really be called that, is in fact terrible. And the frustrating hiccups of cross-platform party chat. Powering this takeover has been the fact that 1, Discord works, and 2, the majority of its features are entirely free. Yes, very important points. Going public would change all of that. We've seen the playbook before. In fact, I would interject and say that we've seen the playbook constantly, almost, on a non-stop basis. Tech company woos hundreds of millions of users with a great product that's practically free, and then once they're locked into the platform through history, network effects, or just old habit, squeezes as much financial value out of the thing by making it worse in almost every way possible. Twitter. If this were a Christmas Carol and Discord was Ebenezer Scrooge, then Facebook would be the Jacob Marley shaking its change in the chat app's face. Yeah, I think my Twitter analogy was a little clearer and less laborious, but anyway. This is what the author Cory Doctorow has dubbed enshittification, or what every other normal consumer or person on the planet has dubbed as a fuck corpo philosophy. Online products and services get, surprise, surprise, worse over time as the companies behind them are forced to extract more and more value no matter what the long-term cost. Gee, it's almost like our entire economic system incentivizes doing exactly that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Being private doesn't make a company immune from this, of course, but going public certainly has the potential to be like throwing TNT into a dumpster fire. Man, Kotaku, where are you getting these writers? Just such a way with words. This shift was already evident in Discord, see its embrace of online advertising just last year. Yes, more on that later, but seems only likely to worsen with a potential IPO payout looming overhead. Look no farther than Reddit's road to going public, paved with generative AI deals and API price hikes. Yes, again, I'm sure we're all shocked by this, right guys? We're shocked. We can't believe it. We just can't believe it. The increasing enshittification of Discord is even more worrying. It's now the de facto town square. Man, do I hate the term, the de facto town square. No, town squares were not manipulated by advertising and algorithms to determine which people got heard above which other people and who were kind of silenced and who wasn't. No. That shit was done organically based on people's natural reactions to what was being said and the message that was being spread. It was not done by generative AI slop and SEO algorithms and other bullshit. So please, enough with, it was like the town square. No, nothing we have now is like the town square, okay? Please stop. Twitter is not the town square, Blue Sky is not the town square, and Discord certainly is not the town square. Please stop this metaphor. It's ancient and it doesn't apply, and frankly, it's kind of embarrassing. Sorry, where was I? It's now the de facto town square. No, for many of the biggest games around, from Marvel Rivals to Helldivers 2, Rockstar Games just launched its own Discord channel, in preparation for Grand Theft Auto 6, which, side note, is going to be $100. This is how they prepare you to take something up your ass like $100 price tag by letting little things like that leak out, okay? So mark my motherfuckers, Grand Theft Auto 6, $100. You heard it here first. Well, not first, but you know what I mean. Likely to be the biggest game launch ever when it arrives later this year. The price of exiting the platform if features get worse or locked behind a paywall is only going up, and any communities that do will have to leave their past behind sealed off like the cask of Amontillado from the rest of the internet. Discord's separation from that crumbling infrastructure has long been one of its greatest virtues, making it feel like a relatively safe haven from SEO spam and algorithmic churn. It could one day make it feel more like a tomb. High on a pandemic-fueled influx of new users, Discord once flirted with growing beyond its gaming roots. There was talk of it supplanting Slack and of Microsoft buying it for a potential $6.5 billion. In retrospect, I'm also going to say this. Here's a hot take. I bet in the long run, we will wish Microsoft had bought it. Hot take. Come at me. Last year, it was promised it was going to go back to basics and doubling down on its original core mission. We believe Discord can play a uniquely important role in the future of gaming, Citron wrote at the time. We're going to focus on making it easier and more fun for people to hang out before, during, and after playing, and we'll help developers of those games bring their creativity to life. We'll see if that remains the case. Yes, we will, won't we? Guys, I don't know how much you use Discord if you're not playing mostly on PC or whatever. I've had Discord maybe since 2017, I think. I only use it for, well, not I only, let's see. I'm on a bunch of classic WoW servers. I'm in a bunch of audio engineer and like producer Discords. I'm in a bunch of Nintendo Switch piracy Discords, a stock drop Discord. But the main ones I pay attention to are probably just my WoW Guilds Discord, even though we don't raid or anything anymore. So, I don't know. Tell me how much you guys think you'd be impacted by this. But what I will say is, if you have been using it, then you'll notice the frequency with which Discord Nitro options have been popping up over the years. And I don't know about y'all, but I've seen lots of features added that I don't give a shit about. And with them, seen the amount that I get asked for money doubling and tripling. So if you think that that trend somehow is not gonna continue if they go public, gee, I gotta ask, what planet are you living on? Leave it in the comment box down below if you think it's RIP, press F to pay respects for Discord, or if you think it still has hope. Y'all know where I stand. Girl, it's an old song, and we heard it 1,000 times. Cool Thing is free. Cool Thing is good. Cool Thing racks up a lot of users. Big Corpo comes in to acquire Cool Thing, and all of a sudden paywalls all the cool shit. Cool Thing starts to suck. Everyone stops using Cool Thing dies. It is a story indeed as old as time, and I promise, we ain't seen the last of it by damn sight. Anyway, we love you today. We love you all the way. Thanks for kicking it with us tonight. We will catch you next week for far more shenanigans and sultry sarcasm.
Woke up, smoke up, blunt, then I pass out. Pass out. Woke up, what up, smoke up, blunt, then I'm back down. Back down. What? Woke up, smoke up, blunt, then I pass out. Pass out. Woke up, what up, smoke up.